Happy Cyber Monday, friends. Happy day after the weekend of Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving like one of those holidays where it gets a whole weekend? I guess maybe just because I have to travel 3,000 miles to home. Not have to, get to. It feels like a whole weekend extravaganza. I'm still in Boston. I will be here for another 28 hours, give or take, because math, difficult. And I'm excited to be able to spend a little time back here still. I probably won't go live tomorrow because it's a travel day. I'll keep you guys posted though if I do. But I am here today and I'm going to be doing SEN after this in about half an hour. So you guys get a lot of rocks today. And then I switch over to World Girl stuff. Oh boy, the world starts coming. It don't stop coming. And I hit the ground running. Wow, what is that middle part? World starts coming, don't stop coming. Dun, 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 and I hit the ground running. I can't believe I can't think of that. It didn't make sense until it for fun. Brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. Clearly, that's what's happening. You guys tell me. Okay, so big announcements today. Some on the Roxy front, some on the entertainment front. You guys, I'm sure, have some as well. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, super chat in. This morning, we woke up and it was like, what's going on with Spider-Man? It was announced by Amy Pascal that we are going to be getting a more collaboration with Sony and Marvel on Spider-Man, and that Tom Holland will be doing another Spider-Man trilogy post Spider-Man No Way Home. Can't wait to break that one down with you guys. Excited to hear your thoughts and if we've got and how you guys feel about it. So we're going to talk all about that. Also, I woke up to an article from the Hollywood Reporter. As you guys know, that is my publication of choice in terms of emails. They keep me on my toes, but there is something going around that I just kind of wish they didn't email me about. I know that I can't bury my head in the sand, but boy, oh boy, do I want to sometimes. This morning, they sent out an email saying Omicron fears shake global film TV industry as countries tighten restrictions. So we got to talk about it. Is there another shutdown on the way when it comes to the entertainment industry? This article specifically referenced Spider-Man No Way Home and if Sony might pull it from theaters. Meanwhile, all of my friends are keyboard warrioring trying to buy tickets to Spider-Man No Way Home. Also, my friends like you guys, I'm sure, are making plans to travel home to be with their family for the holidays or for Christmas time or go on vacation or anything along those lines. So what's going to happen now with this Omicron thing? I want to not talk about it, but as this is an entertainment news show and also a news entertaining show, it kind of has to do with both those things. So we'll break that down. Plus, it's Cyber Monday, and I need some help with something. So maybe you guys can investigate. Plus, I just want to know what it is you guys are buying. Yesterday, I bought black leather pants. Okay, fine. They're not black leather pants. They're black vegan leather pants. Vegan is really important because it helps the animals. You're welcome, PETA. Also, because they were $60 instead of $1,000. I found a pair of black leather pants that I loved so much, and they were on sale for $700. And I was like, I hope there's one day that I can justify this. I'll wear them every day. How do I make it work? And I just couldn't. Couldn't make it. Couldn't justify it. So, all right, let's talk. Let's talk Spidey. You guys send in your questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. If it has to do with Spider-Man, if it has to do with the film industry in terms of a possible lockdown or what you guys think about that, or if it has to do with Cyber Monday or even Black Friday. If you guys have updates on things you've purchased, I want to know. Let me know. So send those in now. Send them in loud. Send them in proud. I will get to those soon. Before I do, let's start with some Spidey talk. So Oh, and I also wanted to talk about George Clooney. George Clooney had a really awesome article in the UK Times that was sad and also a little inspirational. So I wanted to go over that as well. Spider-Man, we're doing a new Spidey trilogy. Amy Pascal was being interviewed by Eric, who said Davis, who said, I'm pretty sure he's who initially was doing the interview, who was talking about Spider-Man No Way Home, and Amy kind of chimed in and said, here's the deal. Marvel and Sony are going to continue to work together on Spider-Man, and there's going to be a new Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland that comes after No Way Home. So that is wild. I wonder how much this is going to be Tom Holland's trilogy. There's a lot of speculation on what's going to go on with Tom Holland in the MCU, especially as it pertains to the Avengers and what's going to happen with the next phase of the MCU. And he's kind of like the most familiar face. And also, other than Iron Man and Captain America becoming the most massive thing since sliced bread in the last couple of years, Spider-Man is the biggest of the Marvel characters. So even though he's not the biggest of the MCU characters necessarily, he is still the biggest Marvel character. He is to Marvel what Batman is to DC. And so it does make sense to put him at the helm of a lot of things, especially because, as I've learned of late, Tom Holland seems to be a lot of people's favorite Peter Parker and Spider-Man, which is really incredible. And a lot of people's favorite movies of the Spider-Man movies are the Tom Holland movies. So of course they're going to capitalize on that. But it's kind of strange because we've heard a few interviews. There's that GQ interview with Tom Holland where he talked about not wanting to play Spider-Man into his 30s. I'm paraphrasing here. And then I saw recently Tom Holland said something about how he doesn't want to be an actor forever. Now, obviously, forever is a long time, and this is a man in his a boy man in his 20s. I guess he's a full blown man once you're above 18, but he's a very young in his 20s, and so he's definitely got time on that. But it felt to me like maybe he didn't want to be in 3 more Spider-Man movies. But now that we know that it's also involved with Disney and that they're going to be doing the collab on this, or that's what this one interview is implying, I think that helps. That helps his want for involvement here. He's got a lot of shit going on, man. Tom Holland, right now seems to be Timothy Chalamet. Yes, I call him Chalamet. That's what we call him now. Although to me, he's so young looking. Timothy Chalamet and Tom Holland are like the Hollywood it boys. We are watching this new gen rise of the Hollywood it guys. This is the next Brad Pitt and Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, of those like mega stars that make it right around that age. A lot of other stars that make it later in life, but these are the ones that kind of come up in the system. And I'm intrigued to see what they would do with more Spider-Man. I like Tom Holland a lot. Do I feel like right now at the end of No Way Home, I'm dying for another Spidey trilogy? No, no. But that doesn't mean that they don't do something great with it. We haven't even seen Spider-Man and Venom interact yet. So obviously there's a lot that we could work on there. And what Spider-Man's place in the Avengers now will become is interesting to me as well. I also really want to dive into a live action Miles Morales, which it seems like this would give them room to do. If they don't take that choice, if they don't decide to have a Miles Morales in the MCU, in the trilogy, I think that's silly. You're leaving money on the table. So business wise, it's not smart. And then fan wise, I would really, really like to see Miles Morales and also Peter Parker. And why can't we have both of them be Spider-Man at the same time? We can. So I'm really looking forward to that. If that's the direction that they go in, there's a ton of Spidey villains that we haven't even tapped into yet. And we don't know what's going to happen here in No Way Home. Obviously, we've got this massive multiverse thing that we're working with now. Oh, please don't let me hate this movie because of Doctor Strange. Please don't let Doctor Strange ruin this movie for me. And so the doors are about to be kicked wide open. The possibilities are about to be endless. And that means that I think they're trying to start to get us ready for the next Spidey movie, which I'm never going to say no to a Spider-Man movie. You guys know there's never been a Spider-Man movie I didn't love. Every single one of them. I like every single Spider-Man movie. So I'm the target demo here. Me and you guys and a lot of other people. So are you guys looking forward to this? Let me know. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What do you think they're going to do with another Spidey trilogy with Tom Holland? Do you think we're going to see Miles Morales? Do you think that Tom Holland's going to kind of take over the MCU as the big honcho in charge? He's just such a kid. It's so hard to say it like that. Going into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer on this Monday, November 29th. So we are starting with the Zen one himself, coming in hot. Zen Glenn Caesar says, hello, good day, and happy Hanukkah, Roxy. Happy Hanukkah to you too, Glenn, and to all of the people out there, my Jews and Gentiles alike. I hope you are having a good one. Sending well wishes, and thank you for hanging out. How are you? Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff to your dad, Jet Sky, Grammy, Papo, and your family. Be most excellent to yourselves and to each other. RJ and Rockstars, I hope you each continue breathing in golden sparkles, bring in love, and blow out stress and yucky energy with each inhale and exhale to break apart and remove all types of energetic blockages so you attain balance. Be brave, be you, be awesome because you are. Roxy, Rockstars, and everyone who's battling, thank you for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being support for people around you whenever, however you can, doing all of that. Even when it's a tough challenge makes you a winner. When you win, we all win. May you each get to smile and laugh out loud like a child. I have to sneeze at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives so that you timing on that clicker. Good job, Rocks. Every single day for the rest of your life so you glow in your flow and be you always in all ways. There's no one better at being you than you. Hashtag be an anomaly, being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique. Makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. You're superlative. You're superlative. What's superlative? A priceless treasure and inspiration. May you fill your never-ending goblet of happiness and joy and get to drink from it. Oh, yeah, my tea. It must be good temperature. Let's test it. Oh, it's so good. Thanks for the reminder, Glenn. This is my goblet of happiness and joy. Get to drink from it whenever, wherever you can. I hope you remember to say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm fully unique. I'm worthy. My story is important, deserves to be seen and heard. Not sure I'm going to catch this live. If not, I wanted to say, Roxy, safe journeys back to Cali, but also to and from wherever you go. Oh, that's so sweet. Hope you and your family have a wonderful time together celebrating your mom's birthday. Thank you. Hanging out, doing Thanksgiving. Thanks. I appreciate that, Glenn. Yeah, I am doing the show at the earlier time today because after I do SEM, because I can't do it on Tuesday, so I'm doing it today. So I had to take off the St. Louis show for today. But I'm going to be doing that show, and then I'm going to be heading over to the cemetery because I haven't been able to go the last couple of days because it closes at sundown, and sundown has been like fucking 4 p.m. recently. So frustrating. So I want to make sure that after I'm done with SEN, I can just zip right over there instead of doing this show right after, because I don't want to miss out on the cemetery before I head back, because I love it there. As strange as that sounds. Going back into the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Leonard Kim says, happy Monday, Dimple Tits. Roxy, how's it going? How was your first night of Hanukkah? I'm always down for more Spidey content. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So when I see gimme, I think Britney Spears. Gimme, gimme more. So apparently there is a way home. Rolling on the floor laughing. The hair looks pretty. Thanks, Leonard Kim. Hanukkah, the first night was nice. Actually, we went over to my grandma's who lives right next door, and we lit the Hanukkah candles. We lit the menorah with a couple of my aunts and uncles were over there, and honestly, everybody's just masked and kind of distant because at this point it feels like we went from feeling a little safe to now with the announcement of Omicron. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's over cautious, but We didn't feel safe being just like all in the room. So the door was open, but it's so fucking cold back here. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But thank you. It is Hanukkah. Last night was the first of 8 nights. Remember, the Jewish holidays are sundown to sundown. So that was the first of 8 nights, which means that we've got tonight. So we have 7 more nights of Hanukkah. And it's really nice to wish your friends a happy Hanukkah during this time. Send them a text message. Can't emphasize that enough. If you would text somebody Merry Christmas, then you should text somebody Happy Hanukkah. Most people don't even know that it is Hanukkah right now because the world doesn't stop for us because we're such a small percentage of it. So, and because Hanukkah is 8 nights and it's not our most important religious holiday or our important cultural holiday for the Jews, but it is a big one, big enough that you should text them Happy Hanukkah and everybody would feel happy with that. People just like to feel like people pay attention and see them. So text your friends that. Thank you for asking me. Appreciate you. Glenn Caesar in the Streamlab says, "Good afternoon, Roxy. Oh, looks like you made it, Glenn. Happy Hanukkah. Since you asked, the Smash Mouth All-Star lyrics are, well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Fed to the rules. I don't remember that. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets, yeah, I knew all the other parts, but fed to the rules. And I hit the ground running. Fed to the rules. Interesting, Glenn. Fed like the feds or like you fed into it? I have a lot of questions there. A lot of questions. Jimmy Nails in the Streamlabs. Hi, Jimmy Nails. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Hugs Roxy. Got myself a smoker and a fancy ice maker. Yes, Jimmy Nails. That's great. What's a fancy ice maker? And what's a smoker? I actually don't know. Oh, like a smoke machine? Fancy ice maker. Does it come out in cool shapes? Like, let me know more. If you don't know about Sonic Ice, Google it. Oh, okay. So good. Sonic Ice. Is it like Sonic the Hedgehog? I am going to Google this right now. I'll tell you guys all about it. Sonic Ice. You can actually buy a bag of Sonic Ice at like the Good Ice. The Good Ice. Some Sonic locations sell bags of chains. Oh, like the restaurant, you can get Sonic Ice. Why do people like Sonic Ice so bad? Is this got a good crunch to it or something? Often called pellet ice or nugget ice. It's like shaped like a tater tot. All right, to each their own. That's great. I'm disappointed in your feelings about Doctor Strange. Break my heart. It does, Roxy. Kidding. Love to you and the Rockstars. I want to like him so bad. I want to like his movie. I'm a trippy stoner girl. Like, come on. It should be up my alley, but it's not. So, but in Spidey, I trust. We'll see how it goes. Ryan Payne in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. He's got the same thoughts as you, Jimmy Nails, because he says, come on, Roxy, Doctor Strange won't be that bad in No Way Home. LOL. Personally think he'll be great, especially after seeing his portrayal in What If. Sure, it was disconnected, but I feel it nailed the morality that Strange walks being Sorcerer Supreme. I didn't watch What If. I just watched the first episode. Actually, I watched the first 6 minutes of the first episode. So I can't speak to that. Oh, Jimmy Nails says it's chewable. I do love chewable ice. I do love chewable ice. So maybe I should get an ice machine for myself. But then what do you do with it? Where do you put it? In your freezer? Is it like a whole device that you got to plug in? I got to cut down on my electric bill. That new studio, holy shit. It's like quadrupled my bill. But I like to be able to do it from the studio for you guys. Although I do like doing this from my dad's office when I'm back here. It's kind of cozy. It's nice. Also, whose dad has a snakeskin office. I mean, totally wild. All right, a couple things that I wanted to talk about still. Send in your questions, comments, concerns. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer if you want to talk about Spidey or anything going on there. There was this George Clooney interview that was done that I thought was really interesting. And a lot of you guys, if you're like me, you feel I turned 30 last year, and I feel like just very stressed about my age. I feel like I haven't accomplished enough. I feel like I'm working so hard, but not reaping the rewards or benefits. I feel like I'm still living in an apartment. Will I ever be able to buy a home? Am I ever going to be seen on the big screen, the things that are my dreams. How many people's stories can I tell? I'm not doing interviews right now. Like, there's just a lot of stuff, as I'm sure you guys feel the same way about things that are going on in your life. I thought this is an interesting article from George Clooney. This is coming from the Sunday Times. It says 3 years ago, George Clooney was killed in a was in a motorbike crash that could have killed him. Phrasing, Roxy, learn to read a little better. So you guys remember this, that 3 years ago he was in that crash that was really bad. He says, I was waiting for my switch to turn off. Groggy, lying on the ground and screaming, he realized a crowd was gathered. He was being filmed by people on their phones. Lying injured while people filmed him like it was just another movie set has left its mark. He said, quote, if you're in the public eye, what you realize when you're on the ground thinking it's the last minute of your life is that for some people, it's just going to be entertainment for their Facebook page, end quote. So just pausing there for a second. It is so true. We talk about that on this show all of the freaking time, that for a lot of people, celebrities don't really exist. And we are grateful to George Clooney for all of the years of his life that he has put in, the last 3 decades of his life, to entertaining us. And we feel like his movies are amazing and George Clooney is awesome. But when it comes to talking about celebrities and their love life and their sex life and their relationships and their family and their kids and all of those things, society is pretty disgusting about it, and myself included. Sometimes, I'm sure you guys too, we get obsessed over things, people that we don't know, and we talk about it like it's celebrity entertainment news. And this is a man that was almost killed, and people started recording it. And I'm not saying that if I was there I wouldn't have done the same thing, because the same reason why people recorded when Kobe's plane crashed and there's fire. When you see, even if it's not a celebrity, when you see a disaster, a lot of our instincts are to help that person. But if you can't help that person, to film what's happening, which is fucking wild. But that's a it's fucked up. It's fucked up that he was thinking about that. Furthermore, he says, I'm a pretty positive guy, but that told me clearly that you really are here just for their entertainment. I don't blame him for feeling that way, because he's a human being, but do we look at him as a human being? I don't know that people do. He then said, then the article said, lamenting an age when some people's first thought on seeing an injured man is to shoot them for social media likes. He adds, quote, you want to take everyone and shake them. I totally get where he's coming from then. Also, yeah, you would like to think that somebody would go and try to help and go and try to take care of them and call for assistance or any of those things. But Chase, we're talking about George Clooney right now. This is an article from the Sunday Times. They said, reflecting upon the pros and cons of extreme fame, Clooney says he's grateful that he didn't step into the limelight until his 30s. This is the part that I'm talking about, starting to feel old. He says, I'm lucky I got famous when I was 33, not 23. I'd have been shooting crack into my forehead if I had been 23 and given money and success. I think people like Clooney, who seems like, and I don't mean this in any kind of way. Obviously, he's multi-millionaire, really rich, really good looking, has a lot of privilege, but he seems like a normal dude. Like, he's not somebody that we've seen do, like, he seems relatively normal, as in we haven't had a massive incident with him like we have with Shia LaBeouf, Amanda Bynes, any of the people that we've seen go viral for some of the horrible things when they were child stars. And he was not a child star. And so I definitely think that we have to give grace to the people who made it when they were so young, because even the Clooneys of the world are saying, like, he would have shot crack into his forehead. And I get that. If I had been successful when I was a fucking kid too, I think I would have been really screwed, as you guys know some stories from my past. He said, you're not prepared for it. You need to have failed a shitload. If you have, you never trust success. So he's saying because he's failed, he doesn't trust success, and nobody does. He says, every day I think if all hell broke loose, I'd have a couple of houses I paid cash for. I could sell one. My mentality is still that. Failures teach you everything. You learn nothing from success. So that part's a little unrelatable, right? Not many people have a couple of houses that they paid cash for and they could just sell one. That's where it's like, okay, I love when celebs try to give advice to the everyman or every girl. And it's like, I got a few houses I paid cash for. So if everything goes wrong at the end of the day, you just sell a house. It's like, I know that's not exactly what he's doing, but when you hear things like that, you're like, oh man, oh man. I wish if everything went wrong, I could sell a house. I wish I could buy a house. I wish I could buy a house, not even just for straight cash. I wish I could take out a loan. I wish anything. I wish I owned a home. But I hear what he's saying. And he said, my mentality is still that failures teach you everything. You learn nothing from success. Again, that part's really important. And so for all of you guys who feel like you're failing right now, George Clooney says that is everything and that success is not the only thing. So if you guys need that little pep talk today, it kind of helped me to read this and I appreciated it. Thank you, Matthew Gold, my amazing mod in the chat, for putting that link, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. I am going to be live on SEN, so I'm not here much longer. Get in your questions, comments, concerns. The other article I got this morning, as I told you guys, was from THR about Omicron, which is the new variant of COVID that was found or spotted in South Africa, I believe. And now there's a lot of closures between countries that were announced today. Israel and Japan, I believe, have completely closed their borders again to anybody who is not a citizen. And a lot of places like the UK, the United States, are closing travel between specific places. And that is nerve-wracking as fuck. Now, are people being overly cautious? I hope that's what's happening. Or is this going to be like an uh-oh? Dear gosh, isolation again. If you're like me and you live by yourself and you are single, holy shit, isolation sounds like I cannot do that again. But the only way out is through. We're going to do what we have to do in life to protect our loved ones and protect ourselves. Hopefully that is super duper not what's going to be happening here, but I figured we might as well talk about it. Before we do that, though, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Ryan Payne says, I personally recommend you should watch episode 2, What If T'Challa Became Star-Lord. Yeah, I know. I've heard that one's really good. And episode 4, What If... you're going to pick the Doctor Strange episode. What if Strange lost his heart instead of his hands, which is solely focused on Doctor Strange? I could tell. I love both episodes, and I think you'll like them too. Okay, Ryan. I like you, and I trust you, so we'll see. Glenn Caesar says, may you breathe in more gold sparkles of love as you inhale and blow out stress and yucky energy whenever, wherever you need to in each of your days, your weeks, your months, and even your years. Remember, we're all still alive, so be you a sparkling diamond. I hope you live in serenity and actually get to see and feel or perceive the yellow and green colored energies and sparkles of happiness, joy, manifesting your day-to-day life, today, tomorrow, the next day, and beyond, so that you glow and radiate for all to see. Thank you for that, Glenn. Appreciate you. Roxy, superlative is just another word for excellent or first class. Oh, I've only heard superlative in the terms like, what are your high school superlatives? I've heard like superb, but all right, you're superlative. Thanks. So yeah, you, the rockstars, and everyone else who's unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, when they can, are truly superlative. Y'all know my vocab's not my strong suit, but I try. Thank you to everybody who is here live right now. I appreciate you guys. Murderana says Omicron sounds very contagious, but symptoms appear to be mild. The big question still is, do our current vaccinations help protect against it? And if they do, I think people are feeling pretty good about it. And if they don't, we have to get an additional booster or shot, or they have to figure it out. That's a little bit stressful. What are you guys doing for Cyber Monday? I need your help. I'm trying to find sheets for a thin mattress. I bought what is for guests. I have a couple of people coming to stay with me this week. People who are flying out for a spectacular, who are friends of mine who are staying in my place. And because I built in the other room, there's a studio, I can't put a bed in there. So I got a mattress for the ground. It's this like tri-fold mattress that is really cool. And I like a lot, but it's only 6 inches. So I need to get sheets for it, but I can't find sheets that have, I guess that's called a pocket. All these sheets are No, it's a foam trifold mattress. It's really cool. I'll if you guys need the info on it, I can get it to you. But it's so comfortable. But I can't find sheets for a thin mattress like that. I found one pair on Amazon, but apparently I looked in the reviews and they pill like crazy after 24 hours and become really uncomfortable. So I looked at Bed Bath and Beyond and they don't seem to have anything. And I was just thinking, like, anybody who has a bed, what is it called? A couch that turns into a mattress, a pull-out couch, or anybody who has a thinner air mattress, or anybody who has one of these mattresses, like, there must be sheets specifically for thinner mattresses. But I can't fucking find them. So if you guys find them, let me know. Yeah, Seattle says Bed Bath and Beyond. I looked there. Calvin says check Kohl's. Okay. And Marshall's, TJ Maxx. Yeah, they all have sheets, but I haven't found small sheets, and I don't want them to fucking keep falling off. You know? You know? Gregory Castillo says, interesting. This is interesting. I did get myself one Black Friday / Cyber Monday. The whole weekend they've been doing sales. Gift. I told you guys it's those vegan leather pants. Sounds better than faux leather. Bert, I looked at Target. And all of their sheets are for mattresses that are like 12 to 15 or above 15 inches. Yeah, inches. So, yes, if you guys figure it out. What about getting futon? No, I already got the mattress, Ryan Payne. I already got the mattress. And a futon wouldn't fit in there. This folds up, and then I put it away because a futon wouldn't fit in there because I built the studio for TWG and for all things. So that's the trade-off. I just need the fucking sheets. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go do SEN. Much love to all of you guys. Stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and the lid. We don't want those plumes. Don't trend with the Holocaust, especially not during fucking Hanukkah. Wish your Jewish friends a happy Hanukkah, by the way. Brett Miles, Jonathan, the rest of the cops at Kill, Brown and Taylor. And so much love to all of you guys. I'll see you in a couple minutes. If you want to come over to Twitch and watch SEN live. Otherwise, I will probably see you on Wednesday. Unless I do a quick show tomorrow, I'll keep y'all posted. Much love and see you right now / later.